Kia ora. Welcome back to our student series where we speak to leaders from the engineering profession, from the world of academia and recruitment. So today I'm calling Raveen Jaduram, Chief Executive of Watercare. Kia ora, Raveen.
Kia ora, Susan. It's a pleasure.
Now, one of the questions we've had from our students is around their concern that there'll be a job shortage in their field of post-degree study. In fact, in our recent survey, nearly half of our students were worried about that. One of the students quoted, "Looking overseas is almost out of the question. New Zealand companies are now listing less or removing entry-level positions." What would you say to these students?
Well, Susan, these are difficult and challenging times, and a number of organizations are going to reflect on the risks that they face. With risk, there's always opportunity. And I believe, especially for engineering students who are, in my view, naturally attracted to solving problems, societal problems. And I think most of us in our DNA have got this innate need to be challenged. I would say to the students that they should just relax and reflect on the fact that this is actually the first of the challenging problems that they need to solve in life, and that it won't be the last, that they will have many setbacks like this one. And as they get through this, it will make them more resilient and it will serve them better. So I think if students feel that they should get something on a template, the easy way in, that's not going to be happening. When they got into the university, they would have competed with other students. They would have had to be first among equals to get into the engineering schools because they are difficult to get into. And so the starting point is they went above that bar. Now when they graduate, there's going to be a new set of bars set for them by the employment industries. So opportunities may be short in supply, but the opportunities will be there. And when the students do not, or when they graduate, when they do not find employment with an organization, they need to realize that they are already prepared with the education to take some risks. And most entrepreneurs in the world became entrepreneurs because they were forced into a situation and because they failed many times. So I would say those who get jobs, they'll be lucky. Those who don't get jobs are also lucky because they will be forced into finding innovative ways. They'll have to adapt and they will become self-employed individuals, or individuals who group together and say, we've always wanted to do these great things to solve society's problems. So I don't see this as a problem. I see this as an opportunity.
Thank you, Raveen. These are hard times, and your message is one of both challenge and reality and positivity. I know that sometimes when we're in these situations where it is very tough, it's hard for us to see the positive, but what you're saying is there will be jobs and there'll be different jobs, and that the engineering qualification equips people very well in a multiplicity of ways and fields, and we all have to understand and learn that. in your particular area, are you seeing that kind of retrenchment? How do you think engineering will stack up against other professions from a recruitment point of view?
I think engineering will sit as a priority in New Zealand, definitely. With the economy needing to be rejuvenated, with the government wanting to inject more funds and oil the economy, generally it has been by doing infrastructure projects, and we're in the infrastructure business. So from a Watercare perspective, we're not slowing down our projects. We're actually saying this is a great opportunity to do more, because the pricing will be more competitive. The fire in contractors to do more work, to win work, will be stronger. It will burn brighter. So I would say that the opportunities with infrastructure work will be greater right now because of the situation the country is in. So that's an opportunity. I would say that graduate students need to realize that their strength while at university is with one another, teamwork. And they shouldn't forget that when they graduate, that support and that confidence that we get by being in teams should be retained. Because if we are individuals, we'll feel desperate. We will feel that we have been left out. Others we know may get a job, and we may find that we're the ones who are struggling. Okay, so if you're the one who's struggling, well, join up with the others who are struggling. Because collectively, one, we get support. Two, you get hope. And most importantly, you can trust that it's only a matter of time, because there is going to be a pecking order, and the pecking order is going to be based on a multitude of factors. It may be on intellect, it may be on attitude, it may be on charm. I mean, we don't know what employers look for when they employ individuals. It may be a combination of those. And we are not perfect, so we may have some attributes and we may not have the others. So we may miss out on the jobs that we think we may be most suitable for, but we miss out because the employer is looking for attributes that we don't have. Well, that doesn't mean we are a failure. It just means that we didn't have the alignment with that particular employer or that particular field, but the potential is still there. And so I would say there is going to be lots of opportunities, but I'm also saying to the students that don't forget that society has lots of problems, and many of the problems haven't been solved. We have climate change challenges. We will have employment challenges. So be a little bit more entrepreneurial. Don't just look for a job. Say, if I don't get a job, I will be the job. I will create the employment. I will work for myself, and I will employ others. And yeah, there's risk, and that's where the collective nature will help. And we might fail. The best examples that we know of successful enterprises started in garages, in people's bedrooms, and that is still true today.
Raveen, that's really wise and thoughtful advice, and I know our students are really going to appreciate hearing that from you.
Thank you, Susan. I hope it does. I would want all the students to remain positive because we need them. They're the future, so they need to realize they are the future, and they should be very positive about it.
Thank you, and be sure to check out the other videos in the series as I speak to people in the engineering profession, the world of academia and recruitment to find out what advice they've got for our engineers of tomorrow. Thank you.